Hi, I'm Dave with Final Checkpoint, and I'm sitting here on a small chunk of Pandora with Scott, who's the, what was it?
Concept designer?
Concept designer for Borderlands 2. And the first question I'd like to ask is, right now you're showing two characters. You're showing the Gunzerker and the Siren class.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about what the difference is between the first one and the second game, as well as the two other characters.
This time around we decided to go with a whole new group of characters. Just because it was a sequel, it seemed to make more sense. I know a lot of people were very beholden to Lilith and Mordecai and things, so it was a tough decision there, but we're like, well, we just wanted to do it. We wanted to do it right. We wanted to put some new action skills in there. We wanted to give people a new experience. Because it was a sequel, we didn't want to make a 1.5 or something. Yeah. So that was a hard decision, but we went ahead and we did that, and we think it was better for it to just expand the universe a little more. And now what's great is all those four characters are NPCs in the game, so you're questing with them. You're getting missions from Brick and things like that, and we can kind of we fill out their story a little bit more, and you get to see, because it's been 5 years, what they've been up to and what is their current situation. So.
Now you mentioned the story. I mean, the first game story it had a story, but it wasn't a major focus.
Yeah.
What have you done in the second game to sort of expand on story?
Yeah, we really took that into consideration. Yeah, like you said, the first game we really stepped back and just said, hey, there's something here, but we didn't want to hammer the story over somebody's head. And we still have that feeling. We're never going to stop and give you these just mega cutscenes or anything, but we have put a lot more focus on the story. We've threaded it through it a lot more. I think some of the feelings of the last game was you were sort of doing these missions that felt kind of disjunct from the actual story, but it propelled it forward. Now, the course, there's some of that with side quests and things, but the main core story really threads the story. It threads it through the missions that you're doing, so it's kind of telling a more compelling story throughout that. And we feel that we never want to stop and just make you, and you can choose to pay attention to it or not. It's still like this 4-player co-op frenzy, but there's a lot more chatter, there's a lot more dialogue, and there's just a lot more personality, I think, inside of the characters that are talking to you and how you're getting the quests, and just the way that you interact with the world as you move through the story.
Great. The other thing that I noticed is that there is obviously a massive amount of weapons in this game, which is sort of its major feature. In the first game, it was sort of like every time you find a weapon chest, it was like finding treasure, just to see what was there.
Yeah.
Now, you've expanded on that to, what's the number?
I don't know. It's like there's more than the last game, and there's millions. Now, some of that gets to statistical changes, but I think the last game was like 16.9 million possible variants.
Yeah.
There's more here, but I don't really want to use that as this. There's a lot, and not only in the weapons, but we did the same thing with grenades and with shields and with the class mods. So you've got grenades that are doing things that are just as ridiculous as the guns, if not more so, and how those work. So the gear and the loot and all that, we took that stuff and we just amped it up. We took the weapon system. We not one gun in this game is the same art from the last game, and we rebuilt all of the pieces and put a lot more personality into the different manufacturers, not only in the way they look, but the way they play. So I think you'll see the difference between a Hyperion gun, which is the sort of the disposable camera of our universe, and when you're done with it, you just throw it away, and a new one digistructs into your hand, because it's just so it's like from developing those personalities there that just really help you as a player find this is what I like I love the way these look and the way they fire. So we've created a lot of there's just so many different tangents of things that will appeal to different people, and we felt we did the same thing when we designed the characters too, to try to appeal to different personalities, not only visually but the way that they work as well.
Well, Borderlands, the first one, is really one of our favorite games.
Oh, awesome.
And so, I mean, we certainly can't wait to see this one.
Yeah, awesome. No, that's great. I mean, we tried to take everything that we loved from the first game and just ratchet it up. And I know that's kind of one of those answers that you're like, yeah, but no, we really did, from accessibility and like improving the co-op campaign and just taking the gun system and the story and the characters and the enemy and the AI and all of those things, and just making that much of a better polished product.
Well, thank you for meeting with me.
No, thanks a lot.
Thanks.